Hey guys, what's going on? So today, I'm going to try and pick up a Paramotor, just loading the last few things in the car. Can take some tools, have a look at it. It's a little bit cheaper, but this might be the start of some Paravlogs. Let's go! So we found this Paramotor on Facebook.
Yes, and it's a good 4-hour drive away from home.
3.5, mate.
3.5. It's pretty much 4. People will love to hear 4. 4's a solid number. Who gives a fuck about halves?
Right, so it's 4, maybe 3.5 hours away, and it's been sold as a non-runner, and we're both pretty good with engines, I'd say.
Yeah, I think we've got this down to a T.
Yeah, I think we got it down to a T. So
yeah,
it's either, well, we don't really know a lot about it, hence why we're going to have a look at it. It's I think it's a 115 prop, so
yeah, we are.
Should be pretty.
We're not 100% whether this is 2 or 4 stroke because the exhaust wasn't 100% clear.
I think it's a 4.
You think it's a 4?
I think it's a 4. Yeah, but it's fine. There's pros and cons of both. Like,
yeah, I suppose so.
If for a learner like Paramotor, it's not going to be actually that bad, is it? Really, you know, it's cheap. As long as we've got a decent wing to hold us in the air.
Yeah, I suppose you can't really fuck up on the oil the premix ratio.
Yeah. So as long as we've got a decent wing to keep us in the air to practice on until we can afford like a more expensive motor, then this one should be fine. So it's getting late. We've got about 3 hours left.
3? Yeah, but I'd say about 3 hours now.
I'm telling you, we've got 3 hours left. And yeah, we're going to York. Nice, fine city. Well, technically Huntington, but above York.
Yeah.
And
we are going to go and pick up the infamous,
very cheap Paramotor, which we'll be bringing back to North Norfolk, and we'll be getting lessons in November, starting anyway.
Well, you'll be getting lessons in November.
I'll be getting lessons.
I'll be joining you in the following
in the coming months and years.
The following months of next year, where I'll be joining you in the skies, hopefully quite quickly.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Like.
Yeah.
So we've got a wing to start ground handling with and practice. Then we'll take some lessons, whatever it takes. We'll need to register with BHPA.
Just so we're insured.
Yeah. Yeah. Then we'll be up and flying. Right. So I guess we best leave it here and then rejoin when we're back at the Paramotor.
Yeah. Until we get to York, my friends.
Unfortunately, the filming of our journey finished here. We made it to the seller's house about 9 o'clock, but it was really too dark to film anything. I'll put the image of the advert on the screen so you can get an idea of what the motor looks like. It was advertised as a non-runner, and the seller had told us it'd been sat for about a year, the battery was flat and it wouldn't start. So we checked her over for general signs of a good engine. It had good compression. Turns out it's a 2-stroke, which is nice. So a nice simple engine to work on. There was no oily leaks and there was no damage to the engine itself. The frame had been damaged in the past, but we should be able to sort that out. Maybe we'll get a new frame from it, so the centerpiece can be freestanding, which would be really nice. So me and Mark had a brief discussion about buying the motor, and we went for it. The motor cost 300 quid, which isn't too bad considering its condition. With a little bit of love, she'll be flying once more. So yeah, stay tuned for future videos where we'll be fixing the old gal up and going through our training to become paramotor pilots. If you like this video, hit that like button, and if you want to see more from us, why not subscribe to the channel? It's free after all, and the best things in life are free. So I'll leave you in the capable hands of Mark and what he tested for a couple of days after picking up the motor, and I'll see you in the next one.
Here we have our little beast of the Paramotor that we went up to York to pick up. Unfortunately it was bought as a non-runner, so we're going to have a little look at it and see what we can do. This is a 2-stroke motor, so it should be reasonably easy to work on. I have dabbled with 2-stroke motors in the past, so I'm hoping that experience can be drawn upon in this situation. Basically what we've done so far is stuck the battery on charge for a reasonable amount of time, and we'll be checking. While we do that now, we'll check to see if that's got 12 volts. Stick that on 20 volts and have a little look. Yeah, that's reading 1299 volts. That's very good. That's held its charge for a few days now. Before we go into testing and actually trying to start the starter motor and silly things like that, we're just going to check to see if it's got compression, if the piston's moving freely in the cylinder, just to see if there's any really kinks or anything sticking out that's going to obstruct the way of the motor running, and well, in the long term cause some damage. So let's have a little play. Yeah, that all seems good. Let's have a little play with that. Yeah, compression's not bad. That's probably going to end up to be quite a decent motor when that's running. Alright, okay. It's hard to tell how the engine's running if it has been sat for a long time, because if you've tried to start it and it's failed to start in the past because of electrical issues, you'll get this oily residue build up, which is obviously 2-stroke oil and petrol mixed together with a bit of carbon, and it produces this really slick, oily looking spark plug. But to be honest, that's not a bad thing, because at least it isn't blistering, it's not running too hot. I mean, that's just normal piston wear by the looks of things. So we'll set that down for the time being. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run around all the electrical connections and just check to see if there is a fully stable connection between a lot of them. So we're going to go positive up here, and that runs down to this brown one here. Okay, not a problem. Alright, we'll go yep, got a little beep. That's showing a 1. We've got a connection. Okay, second one. Just white. The other one comes up the back here. Actually, see that? Right there, where my little thing's aiming at. That needs to go here. Yeah, we've got a connection there. Keep on the earth to that as well. Yeah, that seems to be a reasonably decent connection there between that plate and that wire. Right, okay. Don't know if you can see this very well. I'll get down a bit lower. The starter solenoid we've got here. Now, I'm pretty certain in my previous experience with starter motors that that's not supposed to be wired up like that. Whoever's done that last is he needs to have his cookie taken away from him. But basically, what we've got is, if I can get hold of what I like to call the ignition switch. That's essentially what it is. It's we'll go through there. Right. So you got a start button here. What I don't know, I think it might be a start button or a kill switch. You got another one in the bottom. And I think this one might be the starter button, and this one might be the kill switch for easier, accessibility. But as it stands, you press the starter button, and you get a tiny clicking noise coming from this relay, which means that one is kind of doing its job, but you can't tell for certain if it is or if it isn't. But even if that one is or isn't, this one isn't wired correctly, so we're never going to be able to tell if that one's working right until we start messing around with it. But obviously, as you can see, that's your main feed from the battery, comes down to there, and then this terminal, obviously there's another feed comes down into this, and then from that it comes to that. So when you hit this button on the bottom, that allows the power from the battery to this solenoid to pass to this terminal and then straight into the starter motor, and making a full connection, allowing the starter motor to turn, allows the engine to rotate and the piston to start firing, given that the pulsar core is working correctly. So we'll just have a little play. I mean, it all seems to be running freely, so what we're testing for now, to see we've got a spark coming out here, and well, to see if the engine all turns over and works correctly. It's going to be a bit difficult for me to test that spark by turning it by hand or by pulling the lever, purely because I'm going to be on the wrong side of the motor, and I'm going to have to restrain the engine while I'm actually trying to pull it over, so it could prove to be a bit difficult. So what I'm going to do is trusty cable. Now, you've got to remember to keep yourself well away from the moving parts of the engine when you're trying this, but we'll have a little go, shall we? We'll see if it... Ooh, that's very good. That is not going to be that much of an issue to fix, so my initial thoughts where to start with any of these problems, obviously going to have a look at the carb at some point, is going to start with these two parts here. Now I'm thinking it's going to be more like this is the problem, obviously because it's not wired up correctly, and but then we'll have a little look inside. It might be burnt out, I don't know, but it looks like someone's welded the actual cage onto the back of a plate here, which could damage the internal mechanisms of the pulsar electromagnetic coil inside. So we'll have a look.